Good day everyone and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. We normally start at 10 o'clock, so we hold on please. And we will start at 10 o'clock. Thank you. Good day, everyone, and welcome. Today we will see how this market, the ES hit the target one like yesterday, the institutional number, profit taking, but here is the problem. There is no short. Do not allow your auto trade to take short. We have a tremendous support area beside this big drop. It's a fake movement at the moment. You need to wait a little bit. You can see how the wick hit the double support and stay right there. So do not jump. Today is a Friday. Do not jump on the trade at this moment to go short on the ES. There is a lot of support. The Nasdaq has more support than the ES. And look what happened to the ES. Hit the support, and then the Nasdaq hit the support, and it is sitting on idle. So be careful. Do not jump into a trade at this moment. If you are in a trade, that's fine. Most of our chart, they are already hit the target before 10 o'clock. We start around 8:30. The ES made 1,400, 1,200 on the YM, and Nasdaq 2,125. So we have, from the market analyzer, we have a sell signal, and our auto trade taking a sell trade, but I'm not happy about the sell trade at this moment. So you can see how it bounced back from the support area, and there is a lot of support for you to go short on the ES and Nasdaq, and here's the problem. There is no long trade at this moment. There is no long trade. If we look at the pressure in the market, the momentum in the market, the whole structure of the market, we can see it is on the smaller time frame is in a red, but the higher time frame is in a green. From 1 to 30, from 1 to 30 minutes, they are not really on, they are not in sequence, indicating the market is wishy-washy, don't know which direction it's gonna go. For the Nasdaq, even worse, because on the Nasdaq at this moment, yes, the simple indicators and all this whatnots, they point into the short side. The buyers and the sellers, they are equal with the 6 different time frame, and the market analyzer is also totally is more to the plus than the minus side. So right now it's a Friday. You have to be careful. There is no direction in the market for you to allow an auto trade to take a trade. I'm sorry, welcome to trading. You don't decide when to take a trade. The market decide when you allow for you to take a trade. It's not you. You cannot get up in the morning and say, I want to make $1 million. Yeah, we all dream about it. But the reality is sometimes it's better to sit on the side. Now on the ES from the market analyzer, we are already in a short position from the signal when a plot in here, and we have the YM also took that trade when the signal plot. But I know those trades, you need to take a profit immediately because they're not gonna last forever. So as an example, this coming from the market analyzer, you cannot optimize it, you just turn it on and off. So in those, because they are very risky trade, you know, you need to break even, at least secure you are on a free ride on the chart, on the trade. It's not costing you anything. If you want to secure some of the profit, you can secure some of the profit. You can take the needle all the way down, but I like to give space for the market. However, if the market continue the auto trade readjust your trading stop to the fib line automatically. You don't have to deal about it. So at this moment, I know for sure, if we look at those, I know for sure the market is not going forward with short. So in cases like this, because of the support, and look at the tremendous support in this area here, you have a double support and one support and double support. This is not gonna break, not unless if there is some kind of news spooked the market, and then those that become irrelevant. But on a normal daily technical, and now we have a sell on the 6E and we have a sell signal on the 6B. So the signal, and when they plot the signal, they plot a trade like this one here. And look, speaking of a double, I secured because I know the short will not go into less. But when you are aware what's going on, you could have got $1,000 in your pocket immediately when you know. So auto trading is one story. Maximize your profit is another story. It is totally another story. So we knew this short trade is not going to last. So if somebody say, well, I am in a short trade and I'm in profit, you're right. You are in a short trade and you profit, and now you're not in a profit. You either stopped out, or if you were smart enough, you cashed in. And if you are listen to me, you already cashed in and you secured your profit. So right now, this market has no direction whatsoever. Whether you take short or long, you're not gonna make it. We don't know which direction the market is going at this moment. The market, if you want to be, this is really, traders should look ahead. If we look at the market analyzer from 1 to 30 minutes, from 1 to 30 minutes, and from 1 to 30, and from 1 to 30, measuring the buyers over the sellers in the indicator, it looked like it's recovering from the short and it's gonna go ahead at this moment. What we are looking at is going back to the long side. Here is the biggest mistake amateur traders do. If they are auto trading, they're gonna go, let's say, go and start taking a long trade. They're gonna have this area here going to bump into. Sometimes they get lucky, they go through it and they think they have a winning trade. No, by mistake. That is not consistent if you got away with one trade, because next week you will have 3 days losing everything you made today. So this is not consistent if you got away with one trade, 2 trade, or 3 trades. The second day you're gonna put them all back in. So there is a difference between a trader is just thinking about today. He wants to make $1,000. Okay, I understand that. Or somebody wants to make $1,000 every day, counting some losing trades. You cannot be winner every single day. So if you got away and you made $300-400 on the chop market, whether it's today or tomorrow or next week, does not mean you are a consistent trader. Don't think about the money. Think about consistency. Don't think how much you can make today. Because if you target today $500, $1,000 or a $5,000, with this market condition, the only thing you're gonna get is a big banana. You're not gonna get any money in there. So welcome to trading. Welcome to reality. Welcome to reality. I'm going now next year in 33 years trading. 33 years is a lifetime trading. I know what I'm talking about. Some days, sometimes you have to sit on the side. There is no trades. You cannot make any indicator or auto trade spit money 24/7, and you are sitting, smoking a cigar, drinking pina colada on the beach. It will never happen. This week, we are doing a lot of development for another platform. This week I put over 70 hours. My eyes are, I'm looking forward for the weekend. So nothing comes easy. Nothing comes easy. So right now the market recovering, and now we're still a way ahead. Let me explain to you. There is, if we wanted to take long, a lot of traders, they brush off when you tell them, or they don't want to hear that part because we're putting them back into reality. But he still deny. The denial in the trading, there is a very fine word between trading and gambling. He's a gambler, he's no trader. He wants to make money and he don't understand how, and he don't want to know how, he just want the money. But he doesn't want to sweat for the money, he doesn't want to work for the money. He just want to throw an ATR on a market, momentum, MACD, and should print out money. It is very important, you have to understand, on any given chart, whether it's on my chart or your chart, there are 3 sections in the chart. It cannot be black and white. It cannot be either long or short. No, sir. You will go ahead and talk to any trader. It's been trading, a trader, not somebody is looking at the P&L for the last 10 years and he's not getting anything out of it, because we have. You ask a customer when he come in, how long you been around? He says 10 years. And then when you start digging into his trades, you find out he's only been looking at P&L for 10 years. He never, and he's buying new system on the net, in the trading room. He's doing everything in 10 years, wasting time and money, and he refused to learn. At the end, he'll give in. Or he quit the whole business and goes sell bananas somewhere on the street. So the chart, whether we like it or not, this is a turbulence area here. You have to think like you are a pilot. You need to fly above the turbulence or below the turbulence. You don't want to dig into big pile of mud, because you're not gonna survive it. So now if we look at this ES, 2 options, whether you are auto trading, you're doing it without an auto trade, you're doing manual trade, whatever type of trading, you are a scalper, swing trader, whatever. The only time you're gonna be safe when we are above the turbulence, and it is 68.05, and this is a clear air all the way up. There is no turbulence. I don't care if the market wanna go short or long. You stay on the technical side, not the fundamental. You cannot trade future based on the fundamental. Once you start trading on fundamental, you're lost. Today, by accident, 2 professional people, they say they are professional because they are on the media all the time. But it does not mean if you are on the media and you have 2 million followers, you are the best one. A guy with a light bulb in his head, he's saying Bitcoin is gonna hit 250. And the other smart one, he's saying that Bitcoin is going below 100 because the economy in USA, blah, 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 blah. Both have a different interest. It could be this man is positioned himself short, and the other guy, he positioned himself long. So he's hoping on his follower to support his position in the market, not because he's a sweet guy. He wants you to learn. He just wants you to support his position, whether he's going long or short. So, and there is a lot of gimmicks with that, and especially on the stocks, because on the stock it can be sometimes manipulated. And if you want to take a short, it will be right below this critical area right there, somewhere around 6782, 6783. This is a critical area. You don't want it to trade because the fundamental, the 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 pressure in the market is mixed, indicating you don't have a short trend, and and the buyer is equal to the seller. You don't have a trade. It's like a drunk man going down the hill with his truck, with one light, no brake, no steering wheel, and a matter of time before he's going to have a crash. If at the same time here, you can see the market analyzer is mixed. The buyers are equal to the seller, and there is no movement at this moment until we have confirmation the market able to break all those walls before you can. Because right now, if you take a short, yes, if we look at this part here without the fibs, if we look here, this is a beautiful short, strong short. But then when we look at the whole story here, he have one bridge, two bridge to cross before you can. The problem is when you are taking a trade, we don't know which one at this moment is going to be rejected from, because there is no strong short. We can see this from here, and the buyers are equal to the sellers, and the market analyzer is red and green like a Christmas tree. So there is no direction here. And then let me show you another. You don't have to be a genius trader, or you don't need to be learning, sitting in the class paying money for the next 10 years. We don't want you to do this. But there are simple steps you can take before you unleash your dishwasher called Autotrade, and you release it. We have 20 Autotrade in the package. We're not talking from weakness, from scalper, reversal, many different scalpers, reversals, many different reversal, swing trading, signal trading. We have tons of Autotrade. We're not talking, we've been developing for 16 years non-stop. We put hundreds of thousands of dollars in development. But if we look here at the market analyzer, you don't have a 3 signal short. And on the NASDAQ, you have 2 signal long and 1 signal short. On the ES, you have 2 signal short and 1 signal long, indicating the market is not in sequence. And when the market is not in sequence, you are doomed in the market. You will not be making money, not today, not tomorrow. You can buy all the auto trades is available. All those children selling system for $100. Do you think those children that are selling app for $100, $200, do you think they are really making it in the market? Honestly. So here it is. And now you can see what I'm talking about. It came into the support and getting back. And this is going back and forth. And there is nothing indicating you have a long or short. However, if you are a light-handed person with your hand and your mouth, there is a re-entry short on the NASDAQ at 25,340, and you have a re-entry short on the ES 6,794 with a potential high risk. Because those indication here is not encouraging us to take a short, is sitting on idle. So if you are taking those trades, they are really on a high potential risk. So this is what, and let's look at the NASDAQ where I said, here is my crosser, and this is the re-entry short is right there, exactly where is my crosser. And if you notice, the NASDAQ fell. Let me move the cursor so you can see the bar movement. and you can see it's going back in. And if we look at the EOS, he got rejected and he's going back right back in to the short. So that's why this is exactly what is my crosser. I called the trade, and it is a high risk. And let's see, it is able to break my what I said is going to be rejected from that number 25,341. This is the re-entry short on this, and I'm gonna keep the crosser here to see how it's going to be rejected. So especially Friday, there are rules for Friday how to trade. If you are an early bird, you need to trade on Friday very early before the market open, or you let those losers, amateur trader, come and get punched and get humiliated in the market on Friday. When the market open, the first 2 hours, they're gonna be brutally losing money. And then what happened? Those guys, they lose enough. By 11, 12 o'clock, they close, they are ready to go on a holiday, on the weekend, and then the professional traders, they come back in the afternoon, because normally the market start taking one direction by 1:30, 1 o'clock, and it is such a beauty on a Friday afternoon to take scalping or swing trading. I did not touch the crosser. And you can see where I called the re-entry on the Nasdaq is 25,341, and the market came exactly where I have laid the crosser, and this is the re-entry short. It came exactly to the tick where I have the crosser, and I have not moved it on purpose to show you that this is the re-entry, where when you are auto trading those dummy indicators, ATRs, momentum, MACDs, whatever, and then you add on it a dummy trailing stop. I don't know who's the guy come out with those dummy trailing stop. It's the worst things you can do with those dummy trailing stop, whether it's 10 ticks, 15 ticks, 20 ticks, because trailing stops should be done manually. But okay, the auto trades we have, I don't know if I have anything here, we have a trailing stop. But when I wanted to do it for myself, I do not use a trailing stop, because I want to move the trailing stop either before or after the fib, below the fib or above the fib. Why? Because then your stop loss is protected. So if the market came in, and if you are taking a short and you have a fib line and you're hiding your stop loss above the fib line, and then the market gets rejected from the fib line, that will be protection for you. But you do not put a 10 ticks, 20 ticks, a stop loss on a place where you're not protected, sadly. So especially on the trailing stops, you will never see now the market is not really steaming like before, and it will, but sometimes on the swing trading you can nail 10,000, 12,000, 15,000 on one trade on the Nasdaq. It can stay on the same position all night. When you are using a dummy trailing stop, you will never see no more than a couple of $300, because the market has tendency to go back, pull back, knock you out of the trade, and keep going, whether it's short or long. So as we see right now, the dummy trailing stop is the worst thing you can do when you are auto trading, where I prefer professionally you are able to move your trade, your trailing stop, or secure your trailing stop behind or below the fib. So right now we can see the Nasdaq broke where is my crosser, as is right now, and let's see if able to stay on that. Now if we look at the market, the buyers are start coming in, and the buyers start going a little bit stronger than the sellers. The market analyzer turned them back to green. We still have little red. It's not a pure water, you know. And here, the ES also is going on the same direction with the buyer slightly over the sellers, and is in a green, is is cooking to be ready to take a long trade. We are cooking it to see if we are able to jump on a trade or not. But it's too early to call the trade. Still in a lot of messy place here. We need to see the market go above the turbulence so we don't have a bumpy ride, you know. So we are coming out of the turbulence slowly, and that's good news, and we keep monitoring to see what happened here. If you look at the ES already hit that institutional target and the profit taking, and the drop is a Friday. Usually those institutional numbers is around 11 o'clock. And now we can see this market, the right middle of the turbulence, is going back and forth. Especially the ES is not tradable at this moment. Neither the NASDAQ. It's not tradable. And this is where the place, cases like this, you need to wait 10-15 minutes for the air to be clear on the chart, and then you can start nailing trade. This is a perfect time to just grab a coffee, put your feet on the table, relax, and wait until the market you know, I have a son, he's now 25 years old. I trained him. He can barely sit on a chair on a laptop when he was 5-6 years old, 7 years old. And of course I made him play on sim, and if he made money I give him $1 cash. This is how I trained my son. And he have a better home than I am right now. He have a better life than I do, and he helped me sometimes in the back, and he's gonna take the business one day. And those children, they are, it's like he have many monitors. On day like this, when the market is wishy-washy, he keep the charts on a couple monitors, and he play game, and he freaks me out. He sit down and play games with his friends on the other monitor, and then I say, aren't you supposed to be trading? And he said, well, look at the market, tell me whether it's long or short. And I look at his screen, I don't see anything. So what he does, he play game and waiting, and he keeps his eye on the chart. And when he sees the doors are open, he stopped playing, and what I'm trying to tell you, he occupy himself so he will not try to find a trade. Because when you are sitting behind the screen and you're trying to find a trade, you're going to make mistake when there is no trade to be made. So right now the sky is a little bit cleaner, but if you notice right now where I had my crosser here, the NASDAQ fell, and now it's going back, retesting the 25,308. He has no chance to get up and have a strong trend, and the ES is just another drunk driver in here. There is no direction on the ES, whether it's long or short. There is no direction. Absolutely. Those children, if you notice those children, the way they text on their mobiles, they are faster than speaking. I'm still using two fingers when I'm sending a text on a mobile phone. Different generation, they're smart. I changed the mobile phone, whether it's a mobile phone 13, 14, 15, or 17. I still take pictures and read my email on the telephone. So it doesn't matter if it is 13, 14 version or 17 version. I only take pictures, and if we are on a holiday, and I read my email, and that's all what I do with the telephone. But the small children, they are into a lot of things on the telephone. We are going down again. The market is going in a circle. There is nothing. Well, if you notice, all the charts, they already hit the targets for today. And I'm not going to reactivate the chart right now. The morning session, like all of them, they are done. But now it's crazy to reactivate the auto trades, and there is nothing to trade. So what I would normally do, come back around 1:30 and try to reactivate the market, but most of them are done for today, and some of them went 2 rounds, and all of them they hit, they're done. So why I need to reactivate auto trade when the market is finished? And we can go on and on, and so we are, I'm not going to reactivate the auto trade. In the afternoon, if I see the market moving, then we can reactivate. This is the first things you need to do in the morning. Look at the market, kick the tires, make sure the market is moving before you activate the auto trade. You don't need to be brilliant trader. It just makes sure the market is not stuck in a channel somewhere, you know, between long and short, and then you activate your auto trade. Actually, two traders using the same template, the same auto trade, they make different money. Because if you have a guy started the auto trade at 9 o'clock and the other guy started at 8 o'clock, maybe the guy at 8 o'clock, he's done by 9 o'clock, and the guy start at 9 o'clock, he get in right into choppy market, and then he loses. So two traders using the same templates, using the same chart, everything the same system, the same time frame, the same template, it will not be the same money. Because one guy is gonna start, and always with an auto trade, my main concern is the first couple of trades, Because when you auto trade in the morning, you start auto trading in the morning, you have a couple winning trades, so you have enough bread to, if the market did go wrong, you have a couple losing trade, it's not costing you any money. But it is very unpleasant when you start your auto trade in the morning and you get slammed with two losing trade, and now you are desperately, you want to regain your losses, and then what happened? You lose more. So it is always before you start, especially our traders in the morning. Sadly, I mean, when we come sometimes supporting traders, I'm telling you, 65% they don't even have the market analyzer on. They just have a bunch of chart with auto trades. And we made this market analyzer to have overlooked the market in general. And the most important is to see the ES, NASDAQ, and YM is in sequence. The second thing is you need to see if the fib close to each other, there are many fibs above and below the price, go take a break, don't start auto trading. So there are a few things you can do in the morning. Takes you 5 minutes to decide if you want to take a trade or not, or activate in an auto trade. So you will have a good start. Maybe you want to stop after 2 winning trades. So always kick your tires, make sure. It's like when you're going on a holiday with your car, you check up your oil, you check up your tires, you make sure this car is not going to break down on the way. And the same thing with the market, you need to kick the tires around. You don't just turn on any platform and you activate the auto trade and it's going to spit money for you from the first minute you turn it on. This is wrong thinking. This is not going to happen. So when you wake up in the morning and you see there are many lines, like you see here, many lines above and below, this is not tradable, because the question is, how can you trade with all those many lines? You cannot trade. What we need an open chart where, because those, if the market is trending, you will not see those lines close to each other. I don't know, let me look at the CL, if the CL doing better. If we look at the CL, look, it's much cleaner on the top. And if we look at the CL, it is much cleaner on the bottom. This is immediately indicate the market is trending on the CL. Look, it's the same system, the same template. Here there is no fibs. Here there are no fibs. It's spread out. It's all the way up here and all the way down here. In here is a playground where you can make money. And if we notice here, there is only a couple fibs in the middle. And look where the CL is struggling with this fib. So if he crossed the fib, it's long. If he go below that fib, it's short. It's really just one line he's dealing with. If we look at the NASDAQ, he's dealing with many lines. And the ES is dealing with many lines, indicating this market is crappy. It's not going to make you money. And because they don't open up, and look, it's getting more and more tight on the ES, become intradable. And if we said a few minutes ago where I set my crosser to go short, it was right there. And look at this, it's going, went a couple bars and dropped again as a short set. So from here to here is a spreading out. This is one trade. From here as a re-entry, here as taking a profit is one trade. Scalping, you have to be fast. And now you can see the market is going back to the same support level, trying to retest it if it's able to break it. Here we have a reversal and it's coming again on that number. It is 25,303, trying to see if it can be penetrated to go further down. Even if he's able to break it, he's gonna stop here. Has not been cooked enough yet to go short. And if we look at the ES, it's still, the rejection was from 6,784. They're both going back to test the low position. This is the low, and then if they are going to able to penetrate this low price. So we'll see. You cannot do anything about it. But if you are a light-handed, you know what you're doing, then you can take a short, make a few ticks here and there. If you don't know what you're doing, stay the hell away from ES and NASDAQ. Don't ruin your weekend, because the bad trades on Friday is gonna stay with you on the weekend. Bad trades on Friday. You're gonna be with your family on the weekend, and you say, why I took that trade? Why didn't I wait? Why I wasn't patient? It knocks the hell out of you. Believe me, I've been there tons of time. And until I learned my lesson, don't underestimate Fridays, you know. And since when I took that, I take an early trades, and early in the morning before the markets open, or come back in the afternoon. I never had a problem on the weekends anymore. But before, because you know, Friday after Friday, I noticed I was losing money at the opening hours, and I was making money in the afternoon and recover everything. So right now, Sunday evening, I enjoy myself. I don't even open the computer. On Friday, if I get up early, I trade, or I wait. If I'm late, I trade in the afternoon. And the morning hours on Friday, when the market open, I skip the whole enchilada. I don't even deal with it. So doing those years, you learn a lot. Like we told our traders many times, do not turn on your auto trade on Sunday. The market has not digested what happened on the weekend, and the only time the market is gonna react when the market open on Monday. But we look on our server. I don't know what they are doing, but we can see on the server they are using our system, and they are the communication back and forth to the server, and you can see 50% of them, they have activated the auto trade on Sunday evening. If you count whatever auto trade you have, or you are manual trading, whatever, if you count how many Sundays you made money and how many Sundays you lose money, you will find out your losing Sundays are much greater than your winning Sundays. And you can test it yourself. So don't burn yourself to come and deal with the market on Sunday, where the market has not digested what happened on the weekend. So right now we're still on standby. There is no direction in the market. I'm gonna cut off the microphone and sit on standby for a while. Thank you. Well, we still have 10 minutes and the market doing nothing for those 10 minutes. So we're gonna stop it right here, right now. There is nothing to pick up in the market. So I wish everyone a beautiful weekend, happy weekend, and please, please don't force yourself into a trade now. Maybe go occupy yourself with something, come back around 1 o'clock, and maybe you can find a good trade. Don't burn yourself on something. It's not, the market is going back and forth, is projecting from the 67.98 support 67.88. You're not gonna get hair out of a bull-headed man. Leave it. You cannot get any ticks. There is no ticks to be made at this moment. We say thank you very much and God bless everyone. Bye for now.